Hello, everybody. Don't know if you're hearing me now, but anyways, this is me, Martel. Unfortunately, starting off with bad news, and that is with the school. Basically, they was basically telling me through email, which they finally got a hold of me, which is ironic. They never answered my phone calls for like going off and on 6 months. I had to forcefully at times drop out. I mean, drop into the classes or so. They do have other classes going on, but they ain't been helping me for like off and on, like officially back in April. And that's when I took my second exam and failed because they don't teach me anything. They don't advise me on anything. I had to not argue with both the online school and also the program that put me in through this part of town. Unfortunately, I can't say the name due to legal reasons. It's basically like an agency for like, they also help out with um, utilities and so forth and all that. But it's also for the same program that was through the hospital, that signed me up to this program that I'm now regretting now. My life is officially over. As far as the school thing goes, guess what? I'm in thousands of dollars of debt. I'm unable to pay back. And guess what? I'm unable to pay back because I live in a racist town where they discriminate against people with disabilities, also against people of color. And the disability agency, unfortunately, I can't say the name of that too. Also legal reasons. Oh, because also due to the page here, I had to make the video. I hate to come off bad news, everybody. I hate this. And I'm sorry. I mean, you sound so negative. I get that. I eat that loss. I just ate a big loss. I just wait. Where I was told for the email, I was so mad at the advisors or so. One of the advisors that's taking over for the guy that's supposed to help me, to get scholarships, grants, and so forth. And he quit like in February this year, the same time I was doing my taxes. He quit and also left me with another major debt too. Mess up my taxes. And the IRS supposed to add it on with the stimulus check or so I supposed to get, but never got that. So the IRS admit they made a mistake. And that's a big long story with that. So basically, this whole so-called, they also took care of taxes. They did my taxes last year, last 2 years due to this pandemic nonsense. And also speaking of pandemic, they using this pandemic as an excuse, you know what I'm saying? Like they basically I remember a couple of times they got mad at me for dropping on in unannounced, so you need to call in, you need to do scheduling. I've been doing that. Nobody literally on the line never pick up their phone, and been like that since October of last year. And I know, which is ironic, I have to put them on social media just to get their attention because they literally never answered their calls until a few days ago when I had to respond to the email in a very angry way because you guys, they cost me thousands of dollars, a course of 3 years, and I had to forcefully, since this pandemic, since 2019, in the midst of this pandemic, unable to, to get places you can sit down and study. You know what I'm saying? Then for the other time they had to sit down in an actual classroom, but they failed me, you know what I'm saying? Keep it in simple terms for time's sake. And I really don't like doing this kind of video, but they basically screwed me, you know what I'm saying? And now I had to get governors involved because since they're a government program, I don't want to take the risk of getting arrested for inciting kind of colorful speeches, I might say. So I might have to get governors involved against them too. So the only thing they did take care of besides the taxes, they helped me with my taxes because I'm disabled. Because, make a long story short, I get my taxes done for free, you know. And since the place I usually do my taxes has closed down due to this pandemic, so they basically work in partnership with United Way and all that. And the problem is, since they mess up my taxes, that mess up my life, you know. And the reason I'm in this IT technician program is simply because the program that's supposed to help people with disabilities keep giving me crappy dead-end jobs, inconsistent jobs that I'm going to quit today. I'm forced to because I did not know that when they signed me up for the job, supposed to be downtown because the transportation issues is so bad. And it is bad, you know what I'm saying? Especially the buses don't be running frequently. They don't run at times unless they're going by the mall, which is the same area where I do my physical therapy at. You know, make a long story short with that. Your transportation issues are garbage because everything costs so much, you know what I'm saying? Especially with a disability. I'm not making no money off of that. I pay my bills, utilities, whatever. Yeah. And another reason is they also, both the disability agency have failed me, and so the school have failed me. So now I'm in like, and I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna talk that on a separate note. The disability work agency program for 15 years keep constantly failing me over and over again. But they had the audacity to say that I have horrible work history because the jobs they've been sending me have so been pretty much garbage, and I can't even survive off that. I can't even use that for my taxes. The job I had usually used was a prejudice kind of job anyway. It was kind of racist. The last job I officially worked at besides Kroger's, oops, I just lost my endorsement with them. Oh well. As Mr. Martell Sincere, my life is screwed, you know, and I feel like I'm being systematically sabotaged here, you know. Back to the school thing, I have been going to the program for 3 years, supposed to be for 1 year because I struggled because they never told me up front it was online school. So yeah, and I got bored, and it's hard for me to pay attention when people speak so boring with monotone, very boring. I admit that, and there's nobody to really teach me per se, to say how to be an IT technician. Basically, I found I used to watch boring videos, you know, and that's through my school online. It's kind of weird, like Medcerts and all that have issue with them. I couldn't get a hold of them for months either. It's like nobody don't know. They basically left me in the dark. Both this school in person that I'm taking, that they paid Medcerts and all. To make a long story short, they all the agencies have failed me, you know. And I just, the reason I'm doing it is because I'm tired of dead end jobs. I'm tired of coming home with literally nothing. I'm tired, even if I do get a job, be like low paying jobs that have no benefits, no incentives, no tuition assistance, anything, you know. And the problem is I have a hard time finding a job because, well, a lot of jobs and the agencies themselves and schools themselves refuse to accommodate me. Being a person with disabilities, and plus I refuse to work for low pay anything, you know what I'm saying? I got bills I gotta pay, I got debts I gotta pay off, you know? And a seasonal temp job, it technically ain't no money. I can't even get taxes off of that. So that's just wasting my time, you know? And also the jobs I do find my own become kind of prejudiced. Like people start yelling at me, disrespecting me, and sure, the second time they basically discriminate against disabled workers. So that's the reason why I'm also on TikTok, for a reason, social media, because I don't have no support, no assistance whatsoever. And I just say on my social media page that my life is over because, well, I have no options, I have no alternatives, you know. And I went to a previous school a long time ago, back in 2010, from a community college. Also had scammed me, and I did not know there was a disabled agency back then that same I have issues with. Did not even know at the time they notified me until very late, back in 2016, 17. They was telling me that they were able to help people with disabilities go on to school. So what's the purpose of me doing this program? I did not know they could help people with disabilities go to school. So I feel basically scammed, sabotaged, cheated, lied, screwed. You know, not about just American healthcare, American disabled agencies, American trade program that I'm in. It's basically a trade program. I learned the hard way too. You can't rely on people or programs or agencies to help people with disabilities. So that's the main reason that, in a nutshell, why I had to do this long video. And I apologize that it's negative, but that's the truth. I usually try to be upbeat and positive, but for the last couple of years, I had enough. I refuse to kiss up and I refuse to suck up, you know. As Mr. Martell Sincere, I'm sorry for the audience I had to do this, you know. That's why I had to ask for support, because I don't have no support. I have no friends in real life. No nothing. And they just basically made me lost thousands of dollars doing a school program. Anyways, I'm out. Thank y'all for watching.